Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the best part of your week. It is the Super Tubit podcast. And this week we have something super special because it is Rage Week, ladies and gents. I know it's finally here. Unfortunately, it's all gone digital. So we can't be there, boots on the ground, like we want to be there, obviously because of COVID. And like the rest of the world, every event's been canceled and has gone online. But luckily, we have all the information you're going to need for the event right here, right now. And to do it with me, I have my boy, The Marksman. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, look, I'm back again, and it's like more podcasting, but this time it's pretty awesome actually. It's all about the Rage Digital Edition 2020. So I'm quite excited.
It is. Where can people get their tickets, Neil?
If you go to rageexpo.co.za or you click the links in the description on Facebook, on Twitch, on wherever you are, go check it out. Just go to the Rage Expo. You enter in there. The tickets are free. You don't have to pay anything, and you can win a Lenovo laptop just by buying a ticket. So definitely go and do it. They're also running a bit of a donation drive for COVID, so you can donate some money as part of your ticket if you want to, but it's completely optional. So it's a pretty awesome little extra there. Just buy a ticket, stand a chance to win a really, really nice Lenovo laptop.
It's a win-win, a free ticket, and you can win a laptop. I mean, come on, guys. Hey?
Yeah.
Lads of Rage have knocked it out the park. 17 years, ladies and gents, we've been doing Rage, and we have a little video to show you guys that takes us through the last 17 years. Can you believe, Neil, 17 years we've been to every single freaking Rage, buddy?
Yeah, man, we got many memories, many stories, many great moments from all of those 17 years of Rage.
And we're going to break them all down in detail, but I think we're going to roll the video that speaks volumes. So with that said, 17 years of Rage coming to your face in the next couple of seconds. Enjoy.
What's up, guys?
And let's go. This looks like a portal gun, but it's like a portal gun for ladies, which is very, very swish. Knight himself, Batman. My only question is, if you're here, who's watching Gotham? Who's protecting Gotham? Crap. We made a huge mistake.
I am a living tree. Watch. See? You can see me.
Didn't even move.
It was amazing. There's been so much to see and so much to do.
So here we have a giant PlayStation.
Can you hear anything I'm saying? And it smells atrocious in here, by the way. I am not the first person to wear this.
So good.
It's real.
You are?
Felicia.
Felicia.
This is getting awkward very quickly. I have no questions to ask you, ladies.
Nathan Drake.
From Uncharted, you and Nathan Drake have had like an undercover romance going for years. So we can maybe even talk about the weather. How's that weather we're having? I know you both raid tombs. No, you were the original Tomb Raider. Then there was the Dude Raider. What is this, meth? Sorry.
Yes.
He's handing out meth to all the good people at Raid.
I mean, it's hot, it's cold. I mean, come on, make up your mind, right?
So cold.
Does he ever call you up and he's like, Lara, let's just go like raid a tomb together? Does he ever say that?
That's never happened.
Has he never called you up?
Never.
Have you guys even had a conversation?
He doesn't even text me.
He doesn't even text you.
Wait.
17 years of Rage, ladies and gents. I'm sure you guys have been to a ton of Rages in the past like we have, and you guys have your own memories. And I think the best way to start this podcast is to obviously unpack some of our best memories over the years, because there's been a lot of them. But like Neil said at the beginning, before we get into that, guys, the link to get your free ticket to Rage and possibly win a beautiful Lenovo laptop is but a few centimeters below or above. I don't know where it is, depending on where you're watching.
It's usually on the right-hand side.
It's on the right-hand side. Make sure you go register, guys. Tickets are free. It's the first time you can go to Rage, a digital Rage, and you don't have to pay a nickel or dime. Neil, what's my favorite price for something?
Free.
Free, buddy. There you go. There you go. Rage just keeps on giving. So we're going to start to unpack some of our memories, some of our earliest memories from Rage. Neil, I think let's start with you, buddy, and talk about, first of all, have you been to all, but before we even do that, Captain Jack's Live, welcome, Justin Brooks. This is everyone in the chat. Tomelo, Money Swari, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the heart emoji. Yaku's Landman, what's happening? Dave, ask Mask if you can visit to test drive his driving setup. If you want to go visit Neil, I'm sure he'll give out his address on the podcast.
I'll do it. I'll do it later. Watch till the end, guys. Watch till the end.
You're in luck, Justin. He's going to give out his phone number as well.
Yeah.
So Neil, 17 years, buddy. It's been a lot. I cannot actually believe it's been 17 years, buddy. That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time. That's like having a child, putting them through high school and letting them leave the nest, and then that's how long it's been.
It's been crazy, and the fact that like we went to the very first one all the way back in the day, and we went together. We missioned there. We made the great pilgrimage, and became like the great pilgrimage for us every year that we went. Yeah, and then as you started getting into the business, and I started getting into the business, then we actually went there for work purposes, which is honestly like we had even more fun when we started doing it. Being involved in the show itself, getting to do stuff with cool people
behind the velvet curtain, see how all the mechanisms of Rage works. So it's really been like quite amazing. I still remember I used to have a Jeep Wrangler, and the first time we went, I had a little sign that said, I mean, this meme is like 18 years old, so none of you guys are probably going to get it. There was a G.I. Joe meme that they basically dubbed over the voices of the guy from the G.I. Joe cartoons. Was like, I'm a computer, start computer, help computer. And I was young, so I was obsessed with it, and I branded all my windows with that stupid meme, thinking that I was the coolest kid on the block, and I don't think anyone got it. But dude, it was probably like one of the best days of my life.
Yeah, so, I got it because I was sitting in the passenger seat next to you, going, help computer, screaming it out the window.
Have you been to every single Rage? Have you missed? I think you missed one.
I maybe missed one. Like I was going through that emo I don't like computers phase, and I was like, I don't want to go. I'm too cool for game conventions. And then I was like, I really missed Rage. So I think you went to every single one. I don't think
I went to absolutely every single 17 Rages, buddy. But I only got into the business about 8 years ago? When I started working
2014, so what, six, 7 years ago.
And like you said, that's when it gets really interesting, because then you get to chat to like game developers, you get to get the VIP, so to speak, treatment, and that's when it really started to blow my hair back. Because before then, the only game conferences we used to see was like E3 in magazines. We used to see, E3 in the LA looks phenomenal. So when they announced Rage for the first time, and we were like, oh my gosh, this is how I felt. I was like, we're going to have our own E3 in South Africa. This is probably the closest I'm ever going to get to ever going to E3. Luckily, I did get to go a few years, after being in the business. It blew my mind, dude. It's blown my mind every year since. Do you remember your favorite Rage, Neil?
Actually, it's actually quite an easy one for me. I would have to say 2018 was my favorite one. It's the first time that me and you did it together as like Super Tubit in its current form. And it was just a crazy day. I remember crazy people from certain vendors like being very friendly to you in back rooms, and like crazy times. And like the Castle Light beer tent was always a highlight.
Probably one of the best additions they ever made.
No, and I think that's the thing I'm getting the most bummed about with it being digital, and hopefully like with all this cool stuff that we're doing, we're going to try and recapture some of the magic even in a digital form. But like there is nothing better than going to the Castle Light tent after missioning for 8 hours the whole day, speaking to 1,000 people, doing business deals left, right, and center, and then guys greet you with a free beer in this cool tent where everyone's just jamming video games, talking about video games, being very, very cool people in this ultimate like nerd culture like environment. It's by far the best. I love that
It's
place.
the Mecca. It's the Mecca, dude. Steve saying Dave looks like he's aged 47 years. That's because I have. Thank you, Steve. Good to have you here, buddy. Welcome, PJ Klainsmith. What up, Danger? Don't be a stranger. I never am. Bring being friendly to you in back rooms. What? No, PJ, that's a different podcast. That's for a different time. That's the After Hours podcast. So Neil, there's a lot happening with digital E3, Digital Rage this year. Okay, it's 3 days long and it's packed to the brim with amazing talents, content creators, the streamer lounge. There's so much.
There's
What are
tons
you
of
looking?
stuff.
It's tons. What are you kind of what are you eyeballing that you kind of keen to see?
I think the main thing for me, and it's actually quite an interesting thing because it hasn't been on my radar that much in previous Rages, is actually all the esports stuff. Because usually at Rage, like it's so big and so difficult to get around, and there's huge like arenas to go and watch the Counter-Strike tournament or the Quake Arena tournament or the Fortnite area or the PUBG or whatever's going on. This year, it's basically everything that was happening in the previous years is there, but because it's all online, you can have a couple of streams going. You can make sure that you're watching everything, keeping up to date with all the different tournaments going on. And the tournaments have already started. Like already last weekend, they had started a lot of the esports tournaments. Like they were having the Valorant playoffs last week Sunday, which I was getting into. And there's some big events coming up this weekend, like big Counter-Strike tournaments. I think there's a big Dota tournament, if I'm not mistaken, and a lot of also mobile gaming stuff, which I've also haven't really been too much involved.
I see that on the list here. There's a lot of COD Mobile and COD Warzone or PUBG Mobile happening, which is interesting. It's obviously gaining some popularity here.
Yeah, no, so there's a lot of interesting stuff, and like usually it's quite difficult to get involved in all these different things because if you're not at the right place at the right time, you may miss part of the tournament. But now with it being online, you can, fire up your favorite stream, make sure that you're checking everything. I'm watching these crazy videos of you from back in the day.
Sorry, actually, let me have a look. I'm watching it now. Sorry, because PJ literally said, "Who's the Xena in the video?" So I haven't been watching the video. PJ, you can find out. Let me know because I might have to marry her because I'm sure she was easy on the eyes. Justin saying, "I've never been to Rage." Dude, this is the perfect time to go to your first Rage, and it's digital, so you don't even have to leave your house. The beers are free. Just go to the fridge, get one out. Like I said, all you have to do is hit the link in the description or wherever it is to register your spot to watch Rage for the price of nothing. It's free, guys. It's actually amazing, Neil.
They're giving you something. They're giving you an entry to win a laptop, and you get all this access. And
you can win the laptop.
Yeah. And also there's tons of stuff going on. So once you actually buy your ticket, you get a link. They'll email you a link to the Rage Hub, which will basically be your home for the 3 days, where it'll have links to everything that you need. So it'll have links to all the streamers that are on at the moment, all the tournament updates, there's a whole bunch of people talking, some keynotes, there's some quite interesting panel discussions around streaming, esports, business in this digital electronic age. Obviously, there's a ton of talk about, working from home, gaming from home, like this disconnected connectivity that we're living through at the moment. And there's tons of stuff.
Just to give you guys a taste, Dave, I mean, I've got the schedule here. 3 days packed, like up to 8:30 at night, on the Friday. Day 2, I think it ends at 2:15. And day 3
day 2 is till like 5 or 6 at night as well.
That's just the main the main event stuff. Then it crosses over to esports. Look here. There's so much happening, Neil. There's so much. There's almost too much to list in one podcast, buddy.
Well, that's why we gave the links to everything, so you guys can go check it out online.
There's cosplay. Cosplay is still happening. I think everyone's going to tune in via their webcam to show off their outfits, which is pretty cool.
That could get a bit high risk if you ask me, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
How's that going to go pear-shaped?
I don't know. Besides, in a million different ways.
The cosplay contest is still happening on the Sunday at 12 o'clock. That's one of the biggest advancements in Rage is that they actually introduced a full-fledged cosplay competition. Have you ever been to one, Neil?
I have. I'm just watching you crowd surfing this crowd that wasn't that keen on
Oh,
carrying
sorry.
me through there.
Hold on. I'm at least 20 seconds behind on the video.
You'll see.
so
You'll
I don't know.
see. You can see a couple of people struggling to keep you up. But
That's when I lost my manhood that day. There it is. Now, yeah, so I'm about 10 seconds behind you. That was a fun day, dude.
yeah,
That was a good day. That was still that because that's an old video. That's still back when they had like sword fighting and like a bunch of random things at the event.
Yeah.
What was the most random thing you ever saw Rage
dude.
in terms of like, because there's been some weird ones.
definitely. I was actually thinking about it today before this podcast when me and you went. So I think it was the very first one, and we found that guy with a flight simulator setup. He had built like an entire.
It's amazing. That was year one.
Yeah, he had built this entire flight sim thing, and like now you can buy all of those bits and pieces. Like you can buy like a Logitech like ultimate kind of USB port thing. You can buy all the controllers, but back then none of that stuff existed. This guy built it all himself. He mounted it in wood. It was this huge setup. It was like massive, and he shipped it in the morning, and it was just quite an old belly. He was probably in his 60s, super passionate about flight sims. And then me and you went to go and chat to him, and we said, okay, like, you know, if we want to do like buy this or like, you know, buy this from you, like how much would
How
it
do we
cost
go
us?
about buying it?
And he was just
Yeah.
like, no, this isn't for sale. And I'm
Yeah.
like, but then why did you come here? He's like, I just wanted to show people.
I think he was like this wealthy old man that's obviously retired. He's like, I just needed to see people enjoy my creation, you know, and because he wasn't selling anything. He had an expensive booth, and yeah, it was one of the coolest things we'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Rage was still ARM back then. Obviously, it got like more streamlined down the line. You know, they had a lot more like ended up having. It ended up looking a lot like E3, you know, with the booths and stuff. Like they would have the big Ubisoft booth, the Activision booth. You'd actually queue around the booth. That's when the queues started.
Yeah.
That's when the crazy 2-hour queues
Oh,
started.
the
which
Call
we
of
never used to
Duty
have
queues, man. I remember that. Guys were that was the most amazing piece of marketing because every single person we spoke to in the queue, we said like, so what are you excited about in the game? They're like, boots on the ground, man. Boots on the ground.
before. The tagline, someone in marketing just got a promotion.
Yo, that was kind of amazing.
Welcome, Cat Black. A friend of mine's ex-girlfriend walking in here underwear to the bathrooms. Weird stuff. What? Which Rage was this? Where was that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think maybe it's part of one of our videos that we're showing in the background here as well.
Oh. Who thinks I look better with the long hair than the short hair? Sorry to like. go
I
off
don't.
topic here.
I,
Hey, you prefer the short hair?
yeah, dude, you
Let's
actually
take-
you
let's
don't
take-
look like a hobo, which is quite a nice change.
I look like a sexy tattoo artist from Venice Beach. I don't know if that's a good thing. Let's take a vote on the poll. Does Dave look better now than he does in the current video playing on the screen? You let us know. I think we've definitely aged. Neil, the salt and pepper and the beard is testament to that.
No.
But we got a lot of good memories, dude. We got a lot of good Rage memories. How would you like? A lot of people have never been to E3.
Yeah.
You know, like an international or
Yeah.
Gamescom.
Well,
How
and
would you
at
rate?
this rate, I don't think you'll ever go to E3 ever again.
Well, yeah, maybe it's like it's off the cards. But like, how would you rate? Because we've been lucky enough to go to
Yeah.
a few of these events. How would you rate Rage as a gaming expo on an international standard?
I'm actually like every time I go to Rage, I'm more and more impressed. And I've been lucky enough to go to E3 only once, but it was obviously it's like the big cheese of the big gaming expos. It's the one that we read about in the magazines way back in the day. So it is super impressive. But then when you come back and watch Rage, you don't feel like it's a lesser event. It's obviously smaller, but the production quality, the booths, the commitment from the people and the fans, like I must say, the public that joins in and comes in are much nicer in South Africa than they are in America. And in America, you have like 100,000 people in this
It's not as crowded.
in this conference center, and it's insane. And like everything's horrible, and you walk 1 billion kilometers. Where in Rage, it's in the dome. It's a big area, but you can mission around there in a couple of hours. You can talk to everyone. You can see all the big and important things, and that's like. It feels exactly the same, just on a smaller scale. Like I'm always super blown away with it. And every year, the distributors and the people who are selling stuff there get more and more into it. They build more elaborate stands. They have more elaborate giveaways. It's amazing.
I'm obviously delayed on the video. Do you remember this guy?
The
The confidence man.
The confidence. What's it called?
The Attraction
The
Academy.
Attraction Academy. I love how you like beeline straight to there.
I spent half my salary there. No, I'm joking. That was when it was still like there was a lot of like weird stuff happening. But to go back to what you were saying earlier, dude, Rage is like the VIP treatment. Okay, it's not too busy. It's not too full. There's a lot of space. The lines aren't too long. You know. So it's like it takes everything that was good about E3. Obviously, E3 is bigger, and there's a lot to see, but there's more people, and it's almost too crowded. I mean, you went there as they started letting the public in, and bro,
It's
like
crazy.
that probably killed E3.
Yeah.
You know, it's just there's too many people.
Yeah.
Here we let the public in, and it's perfect. It's like the most like well thought out
and
event.
as the public, if you want to play the new Call of Duty, yes, you're going to stand in line for 45 minutes to an hour, but you'll get to play it. In E3, you stand in that line for 8 hours and you probably won't get to play it. Like, unless you know someone, like we were lucky enough to know people at Activision, and they're like, guys, come around to the VIP entrance, you guys get your special seat, and then they kick the public away. They're like, shoo, public people, we don't want you here. Only the press and the media can sit here. And like that's cool.
You can hang out with Steven Spielberg and the other celebrities for your chance to play the game.
Yeah.
Someone asked where. Hold on, let me go back because it was a good question. Where can they find the schedule? Where can they find the schedule?
So schedules on the RageExpo.co.za website. You just click there. They should have a more information button there. I've looked on the mobile site. It's not that easy to find. But if you, I think you scroll down to, I actually have it open here. So you click on, sorry, let me find it for you guys.
PJ saying VR lines were crazy when PS4 launched. Dude, the amount of pink eye that was going around with that VR headset, I think I got three doses of pink eye just from rocking that bad boy. Do I regret it? Hell no. I'll do it again in a heartbeat. Game Face, welcome, buddy. PJ was a romance coach, if you can call. I wouldn't call it romance, buddy. I don't know what he was shilling, but I don't think it was romance, dude. Looking at the video again now, this is one of the more recent. I want to say 3-4 years old trips to Rage. When I saw with SA Gamer back here, and that's the old studio, dude. How did we go from having a state of the art studio to like having nothing? We've got like
by
12 steps back. Look at that place.
state of the art studio, you mean the garage?
The carriage house, my dad's garage. Yeah,
That's
Dude,
still
place is
there.
Amazing. That's amazing. This is where we teach you where you can sneakily drink beer.
Yeah, this was your your wild teens years of Rage.
I'm gonna rebel, man. I'm gonna drink in the parking lot. I'm a real there you go. I'm 16 now. I can do what I want.
And then Castle Lights are like, we may as well put up a tent here because Dave's drinking all the beer anyway.
We kind of people like line baiting in the parking lot. I was probably about 27 here, 28.
Yeah.
Jeez, I've aged in the last 2 years. Yeah, I blame you, buddy. I blame you. I gotta blame someone. So yeah, guys, there's a lot happening at Rage. Does anyone have any in the chat? Any questions? Like anything you want to know about specifically? There's a lot of gaming tournaments happening, like Neil mentioned before. I can go through some of the stuff here.
Yeah. Give it a little bit of the highlights about what's like some of the main event stuff that's happening. What's happening on the mainstream. So also on Twitch, they have a Rage Expo 2020. I think it's Rage Expo 2020 Live is the Twitch channel. Like that's where you're gonna see all the main stage stuff. And that channel's basically live every day this whole week. I think Hailstorm's running it and like being like the mainstream on that. And then that's going to feed into a whole bunch of other stuff that's happening throughout of the Rage weekend.
So there's going to be some partnered streamers obviously hosting the mainstream. And Neil? No, just explain it. Not even I understand, buddy. I understand. What are you doing, phone, Neil?
I'm looking at the schedule that you're supposed to have up on your page.
So Saturday is when some of the big competitions are happening. The ACGL is kicking off at 10 o'clock. There's Call of Duty Mobile happening, followed by a Call of Duty Warzone Kill Submissions tournament. Shortly after that, there's the Fortnite Kill Submissions and then some PUBG Mobile. finishing off with Apex Legends before a little bit of F1 2020. The fastest lap takes the trophy home. And then I think there's a quick break before they kick off some more action.
Yeah.
There's so much happening, Neil. It's crazy, buddy.
Excuse me.
have you
Yeah, I found the schedule. Yeah, so if you go onto the mobile side all the way to the bottom, it'll show you all the
Yeah.
different schedules. So ACGL's running their own streams on their own channel that's going to have all of their tournaments. Rage has their own Twitch channel and their own Facebook channel that's showing all of their stuff. So
Yeah.
be sure to make sure. That's why it's really good to buy the ticket. That's free. Purchase the free ticket, enter the competition, and then you'll be connected to all of these things. So the main stream is hosted by our good friend Grant Hines, and
Yes.
so basically it's starting at 9:15. They're going into Esports Careers Day. Hailstorm's running a marbles tournament on Friday, which is going to be interesting. I don't know, like
EJ literally asking, what's a marbles tournament? It's actually quite genius. It's basically like every viewer has a marble with your name on the top, and everyone just gets dumped into this elaborate marble maze. And it uses physics, so the marbles go randomly every time. And basically, if your marble crosses the finish line at the end, you win a prize.
Yeah, so that's basically what they're going to do. They're going to have a marbles tournament. So you just watch on Twitch, you enter into the marbles tournament, and you basically then are part of it. It gets quite exciting depending on how long the marble run is. And Hailstorms, like, she does a lot of these things, and they're pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you're going to win some pretty sweet prizes. A lot of the competitions and stuff have not been announced yet. So I've spoken to some of our sponsors. All of them are involved. Logitech's involved. MSI's involved. EveTech's involved.
Big prizes.
All the big names are going to be there doing stuff for Rage. They just haven't announced anything because they kind of want to keep everything under wraps. They don't want us to let everything out the bag just yet. So just keep an eye out on the main Rage page to find everything out. Then, so Rage Day 1, basically the main streaming starts from about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And
No, it actually at 9:30 in the morning with some of the guest speakers.
But that's like that's 9:30. But then the next event's only at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's a bit of a strange schedule. So it seems like the meaty stuff comes in from about 5:30 in the afternoon. There's some history of esports with Sam Wright. There's a bit of gaming with Grant Hines. Tendo Plays is going to be showing off some handbook to streaming in South Africa. Steven Spinners.
There's a great panel at 12 that's noteworthy, where Sam Wright's going to be going basically through content creation and streaming, the do's, the don'ts, the pitfalls, how to get into it, best practices. So that's something you want to maybe mark off on the calendar for 12 o'clock on the Friday. That's the day one. And then also 10:35, job creation in esports. That's something to look out with Warren Barkhazen, Wanda McKeezy. I'm terrible with names on a good day, guys. And I think Glenn Casella, he's going to be doing job creation esports. That's something to check out as well. Gamers Jobs of the Future at 9:55, hosted by Kevin and a bunch of other talented guys. So I think, Neil, day one, there's a lot of golden nuggets that's going to be dropping on the stream that you don't know, especially if you're just getting into streaming or just getting into content creation. Day one's a big one for you.
Yeah, and there's a lot of these talks which have been at the previous Rages, but they've never been really front and center like they are this year. So, and it is quite a big thing, especially like at the E3s. A lot of guys go and watch these things to get in with the community, find out what's happening in esports, find out what's happening in streaming in South Africa, find out what's happening with digital content creation. There's a lot of that kind of stuff going on. So be sure to just tune in whenever you want. See, there's always going to be something exciting and interesting happening the whole time.
Yeah. Besides the giveaways, besides the tournaments, besides the guest speakers, dude, how are they not charging for this, Neil? To be honest.
Yeah, it is. Like, I've seen other events, online events, charge for this. I think like that DC online event, they charged quite a lot of money for
I was about to say,
thing.
I would pay for this sort of information, especially with the talented panelists and stuff like that. I would charge at least a handy, bro. At least a buffalo. We're giving it for free, Neil. For free. Is the stream down? I don't think it is. I think
Not
it'll
our
refresh to the
stream.
browser.
Are you talking about the Rage stream is not on all the time at the
Today's dropping
moment.
some links. Yeah, Rage Expo is not live yet. It only goes live on Friday, I think, from about
No,
9
so
o'clock.
it's live every day, just not all day at the moment. So this entire week you can watch it. So yeah, their stream. So until Friday, it's all basically unscheduled stuff. You'll see, and I think they're mainly doing it to try and get a lot of the technical issues out the way. But it's really cool.
It is really cool. Watching some of the cosplayers. This was actually from Cape Town Rage. Do you remember that, Neil? They did the Rage in Cape Town. I probably should be bringing that up because I think they only did it once.
Yeah, they only did the
but
one
obviously
Rage in
somebody
Cape Town.
else I want to talk about it. It was pretty cool. You can see
Yeah.
how humid it is in Cape Town because I'm sweating like a schwitzer. I got the eel. I've since then I've learned to use loose powder and looking damn balanced, if I do say so myself. But back then I had no idea. I was just dancing and having.
Yeah,
a good
back
time
then you could
sweating.
actually break dance. Can you still break dance?
I can still break dance. Don't make me prove it to these good people, because you know I will. Yeah, look at those moves, dude. Damn, I had the move.
Chasing
By the time-
chasing
by
under
the
18s
time-
away from playing Mortal Kombat. You're
By
a
the
mean
time-
person.
Dude.
You even checking their
no.
IDs.
I was. Well, legally they shouldn't be playing. You can getting. Those guys look like, dude. That guy with the glasses and the checkered flannel shirt looks like he's 12 and a half, dude. Maybe 13. That guy, his tall friend with the cool hair, he's definitely 12.
Yeah.
I did check the ID. Holy crap, dude. We've had some good times.
Yeah.
We've had some good times. So yeah, dude. To be honest, like I said, I don't know how they're not charging for it. There's so much amazing content
There is.
up to consume this weekend.
Yeah.
What time? So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It goes all the way through to Sunday. till
Sunday
2 o'clock,
off?
and then
No, Sunday it's until like 5 or
minute?
6 o'clock. Yeah. The streamer zone's
traditional-
running the whole time, basically.
Yes.
Oh.
Now that's actually handled by Metal State, Neil. I think they're handling the stream for that. What's that going to be about?
So that they basically just got all of SA's big streamers to basically just have an hour of streaming, playing their favorite game, getting to know the community, getting involved, being part of the stream, and then Metal State's going to restream it onto their platforms themselves. So
Yeah.
if you want to see like the top level SA streamers, just having an hour of playing games, having a good time. Some of them may be involved in the tournaments. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
They're all going to be hosted by Metal State, so you can go check it out. So if you want to just see basically 48 to 72 hours of streamers, South African streamers streaming,
Awesome local
just go check it
streamers
out.
doing their
Yeah.
thing. Oh, were you going to be there, Neil?
No, we had other obligations, namely doing these things.
The reason we're not going to be there is because on Saturday morning, and we haven't settled on the time yet, we are doing
It's 11 a.m.
11 a.m. That's right. You did tell me. That's right. Yeah, buddy. 11 a.m. on Saturday. We're doing a special Rage Day podcast. Obviously, everything will be live. We're going to be maybe watching some stuff.
Yeah,
on
we're going to be
screen.
cross streaming over to other guys, seeing what's going on in
Yeah.
all the different areas.
So that's 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. You did clear that with me because that's the
did.
first I'm hearing of it.
No.
Okay.
I've told you about 6 times.
All right.
So cancel your other plans that you've obviously made and get going.
They're saying I'm super excited for it. Yaku saying killing me with these kids' IDs. Shame, bro. They were all like over 18. I was just being a dick, dude. I like the one thing that I love about Rage is the awkward interviews. And guys, I've had so many awkward interviews over the years. I'm seeing one right now, but like I said, I am delayed with Danielson Karate Kid.
I remember
And
Danielson.
those for me have been the best interviews. The guys that you can see are a bit out of their depth. Those are the guys. you want to
But they're
shove
coming out, which is amazing. It's like
which is amazing.
they
Yeah.
they are showing their passion that they've maybe been embarrassed about, they've maybe been shy about in the past. But you get to come to Rage, and you get interviewed by the Double D. You get shown on TV. You
What
get
a-
out,
what a-
and
what a gift.
Danielson was awesome, man. That guy,
Amazing.
he made me laugh a lot, man. Sorry, I'm choking from thinking about the good times.
Those are by far the best interviews I've ever had.
Yeah.
The guys that are all like Slick Rick and like, yeah, man, I love Rage. Rage is amazing. I'm gonna go. I'm live to play some Call of Duty, and then I'm gonna head to the beer tent. No one wants to hear that crap. You want to hear the guys with the interesting tales.
Yeah.
And there have been a lot of them. If you guys want to, we obviously have a YouTube page, SuperTuber. If you want to go see some of our rage footage from the last decade, just go to our YouTube page, SuperTuber, type in.
Just type in rage and you'll find it. Yeah.
Rage tab. You'll see like all the events that we've done.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, yeah.
One of the things Captain Jake's actually raised, the interesting thing, which is an advantage about the digital edition this year, is that he lives in Germany and he gets to take part this year. So now, he can participate with us. And also, like Jared saying, the only part of Rage that matters is beers with gamers, and he's going to miss it. But, dude, crack a beer. Have a beer with us.
What do you do?
It's your own stash, but it's, it's probably cheaper than what they cost at the Dome. So it's all good.
Go get yourself a libation, fire up the street, enjoy the show, dude. We're all going to be having a cold libation, even maybe at 11 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Which way is the mic? Which way is the mic? Can't hear me. Can they hear me now?
I can't hear a thing. I can't hear a thing.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Well, yeah, we'll have one at 11 o'clock. Cheers and beers. That's what I'm talking about, PJ. Back then, one of the things, like we mentioned cosplayers, like, dude, the amount, like cosplay, because it's been 17 years, okay, you've already seen an evolution of not only the expo, dude, the cosplaying. I remember, like, by the way, on screen was the only time I ever cosplayed at Rage for Call of Duty World War II. I was really proud of this outfit. I actually went to the war store and got authentic, period accurate uniforms there. So I've never cosplayed before. Have you ever cosplayed, Neil?
No. Do I look like the cosplaying type?
Dude, I can tell you what, I've done Rage for 17 years. I did the 1 year in cosplay. That was probably one of my favorite years. Dude, Rage and cosplay is such a good time. People want to take photos with you. You feel like a mini celebrity. I might have to do more cosplaying in the future because it's a lot of fun. PJ saying I'm working on Friday. Don't worry, buddy. It's the whole freaking weekend, buddy. Saturday and Sunday.
And also, you've got your phone on you. You can just tune in, sneaky, take a little toilet break.
Bro.
Always opportunity.
Take a long toilet break and enjoy some action. Rage cosplayers have stepped up their game year on year. So Jared, that's exactly what I was saying. So when I went to Rage, cosplayers were like I'm the Flash with like a little cardboard cutout of a lightning strike on their head and maybe some red spandex. Dude, cosplay in the last 3-4 years in this country is without a doubt on an international standard. It like some of the stuff that I've seen, and I've been to the events. It's not even the outfits; it's the way they bring the characters to life. So I think they get a minute on stage, or 45 seconds on stage, to basically live their character. And these guys, you wouldn't think they're these extroverts, but they get on stage and they become whatever character they're dressed up as. And they put on I couldn't even do that, Neil. Yeah. They put on a show, buddy.
No, and some of them, I love, especially like the League of Legends guys and the Dota guys, because there's like crazy intricate costumes. Sometimes they like work together, so there's like one guy playing as one character, another guy playing as another character. There was always those two girls that did the Lara Croft. The one did like the next gen Lara Croft, and the other one did the PlayStation 1 Lara Croft.
Yes, I remember. I remember still playing with her ponytail. She was like, "It's the modern day, because obviously it had physics. Because obviously original have ponytail physics. Yeah. Anyway, we made it hard. Lizard, welcome. What's happening, Lizard? Captain Jake saying, Dave, Rage Legend. I feel like I've having been to every single one. I've only put about half of them on camera. I do feel like I've leveled up to some sort of Rage legendary status, and to be taking part in the first Rage digital edition is an absolute honor. Neil, I mean, the very fact that you're here as well for the first ever Rage, and listen, like, don't get me wrong, this is amazing, but I'm obviously looking super forward to getting back to the expo itself next year and just enjoying the cosplays and enjoying the crowds.
Seeing people, man, just interacting with people. Like I'm looking at these videos going like, ooh, that's a lot of COVID running around there. But like, that's how we used to live. That's how we used to live.
When I see myself interviewing people like, Dave, where's the social distancing? What the hell are you doing, buddy? Keep a meter apart there, dude. But yeah, like I miss it. I think I'm not the only one. Yeah. I think everyone in the chat can agree. Rage is such a top quality gaming expo that we cannot wait to get back and boots on the ground, Neil.
Well, also
back
like
at the Rage Expo.
Last year when we did that on stage Apex kill race tournament as Super Two-Bit. That was probably one of my highlights as well. Where
right. That's
hearing
my favorite.
hearing
That's my
hearing
favorite.
esports commentators shout out your name, saying you like doing a cool shot or a cool maneuver, like that's something like, you know, okay, I wasn't planning on being there that day, but like, you needed a fourth, so I was your guy.
Yeah, the crew wasn't as tight as it is now.
Yeah.
That's tight now. Liz is saying, Neil, you should go as One Punch Man. Who the hell's One Punch Man?
Don't you know One Punch Man? Except the only problem is he's a bald man, and I've still got a fair amount of hair left.
Oh,
and
is he
there's not enough.
Is he having a go?
I don't know if he's
Yeah,
having a
but that's
go,
what
but I don't really want to shave my head to be One Punch Man, even though One Punch Man
Are you
is
having
super
a bubble,
cool.
Lizard? It's not day drinking if you use a coffee mug, Jared Lane.
That's true. We've got him through many
Is Jared
times.
Lane my spirit animal? The spirit animal man? I think he is.
Oh, here's
Jared,
here's
so
the
that
two Lara Crofts. Yeah, so Tracy and
Tracy
Noel.
and Noel.
They the two
I
Lara
do know them.
Crofts.
I know them personally. I know Tracy pretty well. We used to hang out a lot back at all the the gatherings, like the game press days and stuff like that. Awesome chick. She's still doing like cosplay today. Go
Yeah.
check her out. She's still doing amazing. Dude, she's doing cosplay now on another level. She posted an Instagram post of like a zombie face, like her flesh had like come off her face.
Yeah.
I couldn't even look at it. It was
Really?
so, like disturbing. But hey, it's that's what you want, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
the detail was amazing. So go check her out. I don't know what her tags are, but she's out there. Amazing talent. She's probably going to be in the cosplay competition, Neil. It's happening on Sunday at 12 o'clock.
Probably,
Yeah?
more than likely.
Probably. Captain Jake's live saying, I went to Gamescom 2019 in Germany and it was awesome, but too big. Well, Captain, this is what we're talking about, buddy. I've been blessed enough to go to E3 4 years. I think I went 4 years in a row to E3, maybe 5.
I think 5 actually.
5 years in a row. Dude, amazing. Loved it. But it's so packed. It's so busy.
It's big.
It's so hot and sweaty.
Yeah.
You don't get to see anything game-wise, and unless you're standing in a queue for 2-3 hours. Unless you press, obviously that's a different story. Rage, dude. Even if you're not pressed, you get to play all the games. There's not a million people breathing down the back of your neck. It really is. You guys don't know how good you have it with Rage. How good we have it with Rage, and that's why it's the biggest. It's the best thing on the gaming calendar every year.
Yeah,
I'll say it. It's my
definitely.
number one favorite thing on the gaming calendar in sub-Saharan Africa, Neil, year on year, and has been for 17 years. And like I said, it's going to be 18 years, and we're so lucky to be a part of the digital edition. Hopefully, the only digital edition we ever have, because
Yeah.
I can't wait to get back to next year, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be sweet. And like every year they bring something new, they bring something exciting, and like it's going to be pretty cool, man. Like, and I think this year, like obviously we all have to change the way we are now. We have to, do things virtually. Unfortunately, we can't do the close. Like I'm just watching you like hug some members of the public here. I know
He's
you wouldn't be
still
doing
getting
that.
Quite the German
But like, it's stuff that like we're gonna have to live through this, but it's temporary. Next year, hopefully, things will be back to normal, and guys are probably gonna go huge. I know with a lot of the sponsors, they set aside hundreds of thousands, up to millions of rand to put up one of these Rage booths, and they didn't have to spend that money this year. So next year they're gonna have slightly bigger budgets. They want to get people back in the thing, so I can see Rage 2021 is going to be like this monstrous event, and it's going to be insane.
They obviously had a bit of money to pull back this year that they can spend next year. And like you said, Neil, like look at it as like Rage is such a big expo. You don't get to see everything.
Yeah.
There's so much happening on the main stage, on the
Yeah.
esports stage. You don't get to see everything. This year, it's on your screen.
Yeah.
You get to see it all. You don't get to miss.
And
any
you
of the
can
epic
you can
content.
go back and see it later. So like you
It's
can
a
go
blessing in
rewatch some
disguise.
highlights. You can go watch one of those cool talks that they're having. You can do all of
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Because I'm looking at the schedule, and like I said, I don't want to miss out on certain stuff that I've penciled in that I need to go check out that I might not be able to check out because work. How many guys get to go to 3 days of Rage?
Yeah.
Never. You got things you have to attend to
Yeah.
on the weekend. Now, like you say, you can go back and watch. I'm going to try and watch as much as I can, but if I miss some of the stuff that I'm really eyeing out here, I'm going to go back and watch it all. And guys, top content creators, top streamers in the industry, esports, you name it. They're going to be speaking, giving out
Cosplayers.
gold cosplayers, how best tips in terms of like how to get into cosplaying. The amount of golden nuggets. That's why I said to you earlier. I was like, they could have charged for this.
They probably
Easy.
could have, and maybe
and I would've paid.
should have. But like the fact that it's free, and guys, if you haven't clicked that button, the link is in the description. Make sure you click it now. Buy that ticket. Let people know that you love Rage, because even if you don't get to watch most of the stuff, make sure you buy that ticket. It shows people that you're still interested in Rage, so that next year they'll definitely throw a big welcome back party.
It's an absolute win-win. It's free. Link is in the description, and you stand a chance to win a beautiful Lenovo laptop. I don't know the specs, but hey, it's a sweet laptop.
Dude, no one's going to
and free
turn
is
down a
free.
free laptop.
I want to meet the guy that turned down a free laptop. No, I don't want a free laptop because he doesn't exist, Neil. He doesn't exist. Yoku Mostart saying, gonna miss the weekend LAN with the guys. Oh, dude, we haven't even spoken about the LAN, Neil.
The LAN.
Oh, dude, LAN. Hey, that takes me back, dude.
Dude,
Did you ever do a LAN?
I never did a Rage LAN. So I got I think you reach a certain age where you're just like, I have good internet at home, and I don't want to take my super expensive PC in my car.
Not the same.
It's not the same. But
Not the
but
same.
also I like a shower and like being at home. But I earned my stripes, and it shows how old I am because I've got a Warfare 2002 badge up on my wall over here from that.
from?
That was Warfare. It was like the big LAN back in the day where I played in a Counter-Strike tournament. I think, 2002. So that
How did you guys
getting
place?
not good.
Watching us now, we're born in 2002.
I know.
You're so old now.
Yeah.
Jared.
But that was the weekend. We went to Kyle Army Racetrack. We stayed over there, slept under the desk. That time has passed. It's a bit like Oppie Copy for nerds. It's like you get to a certain age, you're either going to stick it out and carry on doing it, or you say, that was my time and my place, and now I'm done with that.
One of my fondest memories with the LAN, I never went to the LAN, but I always went to see the LAN. I was walking around with a sock, and I'd go up to guys, because back then, and this may be before your time for most of you guys, there was a term called poop socking, where basically you would sit in game for so long that you wouldn't even take a bathroom break. You would literally take a sock and relieve yourself in it, and
Poop in your sock. Poop
the
sock.
name gives it away. It's not left to the imagination there. And I'd walk around handing out socks, be like, "Hey, buddy, here's your poop sock. Good luck. Have a great sesh." Like all that sort of stuff. And it was so funny to see the look on these guys' face. It's in one of the videos in the background here. To see the look on their faces, they were just like, "What?" And that's one of like 1,000 memories I have of Rage, that just really tickle me pink, dude. What an epic thing that we have here in SA. Like I said, you don't know how good you have it, guys. In terms of gaming expos, I know it's not the biggest, but it's certainly quality-wise, it's probably one of the best.
In South Africa, I think it's definitely the biggest. And also remember that the other things, I think also check out a lot of the local retailers. They're going to be having specials. I know BT Games has got some stuff
we
going
haven't even
on.
spoken about the Rage specials. I know Incredible Connection have Rage specials going.
And
this weekend,
isn't Black Friday the same as this, or is that next weekend? I don't even know when Black Friday.
Black Friday, I think, is the last week of the month, but a lot of guys have done a month long, obviously COVID.
So look out for some specials, guys. There's definitely going to be some Rage specific stuff going on.
If you've been waiting to get that new 4K TV for your brand new PlayStation, or even a monitor, whatever it is, I used to wait for Rage. I used to go in early because I wanted those collector's editions. They used to sell collector's editions with the statuette and all the bibblies and bobblies for like $500, including the game. Even if I owned the game, I'd go buy it anyway because the peripheral stuff you get with it is worth like over $1,000, And there's going to be tons of deals like that. So make sure you guys have your eyes on the prize. And PJ saying Rage has to happen. # boots on the ground. I think that's going to be their next slogan for 2021. What do you think, Neil?
Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good slogan for 2021. And
Boots
I think guys
back on the ground.
Yeah, boots back on the ground. Welcome back
Jared
with open
Lane.
arms, hugs for everyone.
Yeah. Hugs,
Maybe not
open arms,
kisses. No. It's a bit much.
You don't party like I
No.
party. Jared Lane saying favorite Rage memory being teabagged by the Chief. I think I was there when you got teabagged by the Chief, Jared. I think I was actually watching like correct me if I'm wrong, but
As you would.
I may have even taken the picture. Maybe I'm wrong. I have had a few libations since then. But yeah, guys, Rage Digital Edition. What else can we say, Neil? What are your closing thoughts? Should we
Buy your
should we
damn
close with-
tickets, people.
Buy
Go
your
get
damn
your tickets. Go get your tickets.
Tickets
Tickets are
are
free.
free.
It's basically
And
just an
you can
entry to a
win
party.
laptop. Link in the description, guys. There's no reason not to jump on it. Like seriously, get a ticket, even if you only watch one tournament. And there's a lot of them.
And
Like,
also
we've only
make
touched
sure
this.
that you watch our stream Saturday, 11 a.m.
Yes.
We're going to be doing basically this again, but we're going to be jumping into people's live streams. We're going to see what's happening. We're going to show you around the hub. We're going to show you everything you need to know on the day, what's happening. It's going to be basically like we're going to be CNN. We're going to be on the ground, letting you guys know exactly what's going on. It's going to be
Handing out
fun.
all the digital poop socks. Digital
Yeah.
poop socks for everyone. And if you're watching the stream after the fact, after it's not live, give it a share, give it a like. The more people that know about Rage Digital Edition, the better, guys. This is the biggest thing in South African gaming. And like Neil said, we want it to happen again, So
Yeah.
show your support. And make sure you get those free tickets.
Free
I can't
tickets.
punt it any harder than
Free
that. Neil.
tickets. Link in the description. Free tickets.
I can't. Marble tournament vibes, PJ, dude. I'm gonna be marbles deep in those marble tournaments. Like it's a win-win. It's a win-win. With that said, Neil, I think the best way to end this podcast is to once again, for those that maybe missed it, play out with this short little video we put together that encapsulates our favorite 17 years. It's probably only 10 years of video, but our favorite years of Rage memories in one little 2-3 minute video. We've had a lot of laughs. There's been a lot of good times, a lot of friends made, a lot of libations had in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I look forward to doing all of that again
Many
next year. with
dumb
Rage.
things had and done.
Many games played.
Many games played, many friends
a
made.
cosplayer.
And hopefully we're going to make
cosplayer
some
hit on.
virtual friends this weekend as well. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's it. Yaku saying, we're building a buddy's PC and we'll stream you guys. Yeah, buddy. That's amazing, Yaku. Let me know how I can tune in for that. That sounds really, really cool. Guys, to everyone that joined us, to all the comments, to all the shares, to all the likes, much, much appreciated. We're going to hit that video on your screen in the next couple of seconds. Myself and the marksman are out for the night.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in. And
Enjoy the
get
rest of
those
the evening.
tickets. Free
Link
tickets.
in the description, free tickets. And like I said, share the love after the fact. Here's Rage in the last 17 years. Some of my finest moments that I'm proud of. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy the rest of the
Cheers.
evening.
See
We'll
you
on
guys Saturday.
11 o'clock for the Rage Day coverage. It's your boy. Stay sexy.
Bye-bye.
What's up, guys?
And let's go.
This looks like a portal gun, but it's like a portal gun for ladies, which is very, very swish. Knight himself, Batman. My only question is, if you're here, who's watching Gotham? Who's protecting Gotham? Crap. We made a huge mistake.
I am a living tree. Watch. See, you can see me.
Didn't even move.
It was amazing. There's been so much to see and so much to do.
So here we have a giant PlayStation.
Can you hear anything I'm saying? And it smells atrocious in here, by the way. I am not the first person to wear this.
So good.
It's real. You are
Felicia.
Felicia. This is getting awkward very quickly. I have no questions to ask you, ladies.
Nathan Drake.
From Uncharted, you and Nathan Drake have had like an undercover romance going for years. So we can maybe even talk about the weather. How's that weather we're having? I know you both raid tombs. No, you were the original Tomb Raider. Then there was the Dude Raider. What is this, meth? Sorry.
Yes.
He's handing out meth to all the good people at Raid. I mean, it's hot, it's cold. I mean, come on, make up your mind, right?
So cold.
Does he ever call you up and he's like, Laura, let's just go like raid a tomb together? Does he ever say that?
That's never happened. to
Has he
me, I'm
never
not
called
gonna
you
lie
up?
to you. Never.
Have you
Not
guys even
once.
had a
Doesn't
conversation?
Even text me.
He doesn't even text you.